Hi, I'm Eric Westrich, and you're watching Startup Show San Diego, a startup TV show about startup companies. And this week we're at the Esri User Conference, and we're in the startup zone with Alex Philp of Upstream Research. Did I get that right?
That's correct. That's absolutely correct.
So why startup companies for you? Why not corporate America, or maybe you are? How did you get started with startups?
Well, I was at the University of Montana about 15 years ago, and I was a research professor, and we would invent things, and then we always wanted to take those out into the market, and there really wasn't that apparatus. So really 15 years ago, we created our first startup, and this company, Upstream, is my sixth company in 15 years. And what I love about startups is their absolute focus on that pure connection between innovation and solving a problem for a customer. It's the most pure experience you can get in any type of business application, and I love it.
So why this problem? How do you get passionate about solving this, your sixth problem?
Yeah, it's a long story, but the short version is got involved in healthcare. My family was involved in healthcare my whole life. My mom was a nurse, my dad was a doc. Got involved in a board for a community hospital, and I kept hearing about desires to analyze our populations, look at prevention of disease, and try to change the cost curve and the risk curve. And being a geographer and knowing a little bit about GIS, I felt that there was a huge opportunity to make a difference solving problems around disease and cost. And that was our first algorithm. Finding ways to do what we call engineering the geography of wellness, literally helping transform our communities into wellness communities.
So what's the biggest challenge in transforming communities into wellness communities?
The biggest challenge is really showing that you can make money preventing disease. And one of the biggest things we've done, which is sort of our hallmark at Upstream, is invent return on investment calculators. So if I spend X amount of money tackling diabetes or coronary artery disease and try to prevent those diseases from ever occurring, how can you make money doing that? What's the savings from the absence of disease? And so it's really an economic problem, it's demography, and it's epidemiology all together, and then it's finding champions within insurance companies, healthcare companies, even in government that really are trying to play the upstream or the upside game and prevent disease.
So what's the best customer experience you've had so far?
Well, the best customer experience was really that first big enterprise sale. After 3-4 months, when they signed on that line, that was huge. But far more importantly, when we finally figured out a way for our software to end up touching their clients and their customers and their patients and their communities, that was a huge day, because now we were integrating into their business processes, we were becoming relevant to their understanding of risk, and we were starting to impact their bottom line. That was when I knew we had a shot.
Great. So when we interview you next year, what's going to be different next year than today?
Great question. I would say we're going to continue to emphasize what we call the Nautilus platform, which is our entire analytics platform. We'll have a much more robust API. Our clients are demanding interoperability in API, de-emphasizing our browser experience. And we will have not only a robust B2B play, which has been our beginning, but we will see us really going after the consumer experience around health, around wellness, and understanding the impact that the environment has on your health. So that'll be the growth that we hope to achieve in the next 12 months.
And if somebody within those 12 months wants to reach Upstream Research, how do they get connected with you?
Yeah, the simplest way is really visit our website. Upstream Research is our web presence. You can Google that. We've got a few articles out there. We've got white papers. We're starting to be known within certain circles. They're always free to contact me, Alex Philp. You can find me online. And again, I serve as the founder and chief innovation officer for Upstream.
Alex, thank you for your time and for what you're doing, and thank you for watching Startup Show San Diego.